same time augment the Ministry of Commerce Look Africa policy initiative. This is a testimony of our government's strong commitment to enhancing trade and economic cooperation with Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa is the largest continent, second largest continent in the world, with 54 sovereign countries and a collective GDP of 2.45 trillion US dollars. It is rich in natural resources and hence been called the world's storehouse of strategic raw materials. Africa has undergone such a remarkable transformation in the past few decades, so it has led to what the world is saying the Africa opportunity. Although the GDP growth rate of some of the countries has been low in the past, but now you see Africa moving forward. And what we saw, what we heard yesterday, and what was discussed over dinner last night, it is remarkable that the potential of this continent. We're hearing staggering figures that the GDP from 2.4 trillion may go up to as high as 29 trillion in the years to come. We can't afford to miss this great opportunity, an opportunity that is almost next door to us. And so we have to reach out. The Ministry of Commerce back in 2001 brought the first look at Africa when we started to develop our policies of going into Africa. And as a result of that, our exports have moved up from just under $500 million, and now they have gone over the billion. And the total trade with African countries both ways is now reaching 3 billion, and we're hoping that it may cross 4 billion very shortly. Our vision is to double the trade with Africa in the next 5 years. And the salient feature of this policy is increase the Ministry of Commerce's presence and the footprint in Africa. We've taken a decision to add on more commercial counselors into Africa by adding on 6 more countries. We're now looking at how do we get into Africa through bilateral and multilateral trade agreements, and to increase our engagement at the ministerial level. We look forward to a visit to African countries. I would like to see myself go there, and let the two have a look at Africa more closely. The Ministry of Commerce has also established an Africa cell in TDAP. And now we're making our plans to get greater exchange through delegations going to Africa. And I'm pleased to report that more and more businessmen are visiting. And one of the big success stories we've had is in the area of engineering. A new product has come on the scene, and it is so pleasing to see that our locally manufactured tractors are now moving into several African countries, which include Tanzania, Mozambique, and now Tanganyika, and now it is going into Angola. So we are slowly but surely expanding our non-traditional export lines. I have a strong belief that trade and connectivity are the two sides of the same coin. It is not possible to have increased trade without the necessary logistic and transport arrangements. So that is another area that we're very much looking at. Through CPEC and our own territory, and through the One Belt, One Road, the BRI initiative, where the Chinese government is moving into Africa, we hope that through all these methods and arrangements, we will be able to have far greater connectivity with this wonderful continent. The continent that yesterday was looked upon as the dark continent. That dark continent is no longer dark. The sun is not rising, it has risen. And a whole plethora of opportunities are available to all of us. To the envoys already assigned to various countries, I think it's wonderful that your role will be there. I also want to say that we have to be able to seize this opportunity, and we're looking at bilateral, and Africa has several arrangements, whether it's SACU, whether it's ECOWAS or EAC. We've got to be able to look at that. One of the weaknesses that I see in Pakistan's growth strategy in exports has been that we have FTAs, but we're not part of any arrangement, whether it is in Asia, whether it is in Central Asian republics, and now we're looking at Africa. So we have to get ourselves involved in all these arrangements. I'd like to congratulate the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for the successful organization of this Envoys conference, and I hope that we will carry our efforts for the continued in making this engagement in the future too. Most important, I'll take this opportunity to inform you that the Ministry of Commerce has planned a trade conference in Nairobi on the 30th and the 31st of January 2020, to which major African trade partners will also be invited. Under the Look Africa policy, it will be the first initiative where we have gone to that continent, and I will be taking a large number of business people. We'll have our envoys, we'll sit and strategize, and we'll look at some of the success stories, like the tractor that I just talked about, and there are many other such successes, and to be able to sit there in Nairobi for 2 days and think and develop our strategy, because we cannot miss this golden opportunity that we have near us. So I want to thank you for this conference, and thank all of you, and let us all collectively put our efforts not to miss this opportunity and get our exports up, and through our exports develop our country. Thank you very much.